Alright guys, I just want to go over some of the NFHS rule changes this season. Nothing big really, just some redefined some stuff, and then adjusted the kickoffs. All the rule changes this year look like they're coming straight down from the NCAA, which is good, especially in our league, Georgia High School. It's great that we kind of take from NCAA since we have so many great athletes, but I just want to go over some of these real quick. There's only a few, not many, and nothing that really changes anything we do mechanically. Change right now, we kind of redefined targeting. Defenseless player was redefined as well. Balancing the kicking formation, no K player more than 5 yards behind the cage free kick. And then some verbiage changes, editorial, whatever they call them. First of all, targeting. Nothing in the essence of this rule has changed. We're basically just calling it targeting now. Remember before, we never actually used the word targeting, but essentially it's the same rule. Like I said, we officiate this the same way we always have officiated hits to the head. Any blows to the head with either the helmet, forearm, hand, fist, anything is a foul. When in doubt, we're going to go with targeting, but I'm kind of weary on telling you this because we don't want targeting every game. In essence, we really shouldn't even have that many in the season. Like, we don't want to get carried away with this rule. But if you think it's targeting, go with it. But I would caution it. But as with any safety rule, we always want to err on the side of caution. So what are we going to look for in targeting? We're going to look for a launch. Did the player leave his feet? And you'll be able to see a launch. Squat and thrust. That's when the player kind of comes down and then thrusts upward toward the opponent's head and neck. Now, if you ever played football, a squat and thrust is just part of tackling. You do squat down and you thrust, but you thrust toward the opponent. In this situation for targeting, what we're looking for is a thrust upward. Is the contact beyond making a legal contact or block? That's straight from the NFHS rule. So we want to, is there anything kind of, does it look fishy? Does it look like they're trying to hurt? Leading with the helmet, forearm, I should say fist, hand, or elbow to the head and neck area, and lowering the head initiating contact with the crown of the helmet. So you can see from right here, he's leading with the crown of the helmet. He may even be thrusting upward, but you can see the crown of his helmet is making direct contact with the face mask. That's targeting. This one right here, you're kind of seeing the aftermath, but you can tell from the position of the Georgia player, he squatted, and he looks like he's in the middle of thrusting upward. But also leading with his forearms hitting him in the torso. You see the helmet probably kind of hit him in the face mask. So, it's a couple of things about targeting we want to look for. I got a video from a college game. Just want to throw at you. As you can see from the wide view here, we're going to have a play to the side. This guy coming in right here. See if we got targeting. Alright, that's a wide view. Obviously, Phil just thought we had targeting. That's a tight view. Here's a wide view. Just kind of get another look at it. Coming here on the side. There he is. It's close. I'll give you that. But do we really? Yeah, he's leading with the crown. I don't know if I would go with it on this. Obviously, that guy right there thinks you had targeting. Look at the other view. Slow that one down real quick. I don't know. I think I might have passed on it. And my only concern in this video is, you got this line judge right here. He's 5, maybe 10 yards away from the play. Got a good look at it, right up close. He passed on it. Deep guy, 25 yards on the field, came up with a flag. I don't know. It's hard for me to say, but I will say that it was overturned by the conference. So that's just an indication. We want to, probably should have passed on that one, but just give you an idea, kind of what an iffy one would look like. If you watch college football this past season, you saw a lot of targeting, saw the replays, so you should have a good idea what targeting is. Defenseless player, this is the second big one. Defenseless player is a player who, because of his physical position and focus of concentration, is especially vulnerable to injury. That's going to be straight from the new rule book, 232.16. In the NCAA, we've further defined defenseless player by these 9 characteristics. Player in the act of or just after passing, receiver attempting to catch a pass, or has completed and not had time to protect, or is not clear to become a ball carrier. Kicker in the act of, just after or during. Kick returner attempting to catch or recover. Player on the ground. Player obviously out of play. Player who receives a blindside block. Ball carrier whose forward progress has already been stopped. And a quarterback after a change of possession. Now, we are high school. We want to use the high school rules. I'm only going to use high school rules. But I just show you those from the NCAA as a guideline. Kind of, give you an idea of what we will be looking for a defenseless player. Also use your common sense. We want to go with the intent of the rule and not the letter of the law. Was the guy trying to hurt? Was the player, could he protect himself? Could he not protect himself? That's just stuff we want to look for defenseless player. Kickoffs. Now this is going to be the only one that's kind of change our mechanics, but not really. And there's only one aspect of the game. And these are all safety rules. At least 4 members of K must be on either side of the kicker. No player other than the kicker can be more than 5 yards behind K's free kick line. And also, 1 player is more than 5 yards behind the K line. Another player kicks that we have a foul. In the high school, this is a dead ball foul. This is a safety rule. They don't want these guys getting a huge head start. It's also normal kickoffs. The first one is not really going to change anything. Where it's going to come and factor in is obvious onside kick formations. As far as players and the kicker be more than 5 yards behind the cage free kick line. When this rule was rolled out in college, there was a kind of debate. Do they have to have a foot on the line? Can they have their hand on the line? It's kind of like 3 or 4 point stance. So we'll see what high school comes down, what GHSA wants us to do. But that's more than likely going to be your side judge call. It's going to be hard for anyone else to really see how far these players are. The other one, as far as the balanced kickoff formation, that's going to come from the R. They don't run the wide view. They're in the middle of the field. They're back. That shouldn't be an issue. R's, you should have no problem seeing that. You just want to pay attention to the formation, and then once the ball is kicked, you revert to your normal kickoff mechanics and keys. Not a big deal. You just want to make sure. Really, you want to see where they line up before they kick, and then as the kicker approaches, make sure no one's crossing behind them. It shouldn't be that hard. Shouldn't be that complicated. We'll just see how it plays out. The biggest problem with this is going to be getting the high school coaches on board with it, because it is different. It is going to change their onside kicks, but we'll see how it goes. The other changes are just editorial. We'll kind of clarify what being blocked into a loose ball is and ignoring that touching. That kind of comes down from the if a player loose ball and kick returns, punt returns, that's going to kind of, that's really where you're going to see that. And if player's blocked into the ball, we're just going to ignore the touching. Just kind of clarify that. Roughing the passer now includes all illegal personal contact fouls at 9-4-3 and results in automatic first down plus the 15 yards. Again, that's just a clarification. Another clarification, when illegal kick occurs, loose ball retains the same status that it had prior to the illegal kick. Again, that's just clarification. You want to double check on that. Go back and look at your rules. and then some clarification on when to extend a period, time must expire during the downed, when to extend the period. Again, these are just kind of some verbiage things, not a big deal. So that's it for the rule changes. We'll try, if you have any questions, I added a discussion page in the forums. You can get on there and we can kind of talk about it as a community. Or you can email me directly or call me. So, anything like that. More PowerPoints want to come out and try and use more of these little video things or me talking you through stuff like that. So, just, thank you for joining this off-season training. It's benefiting you. And guys, never too early to hit the rule books. Find these new rules. Kind of look at, especially like these redefined ones. Kind of look back and see what they're really clarifying. Alright, thanks guys.